We are at the Lone Star Conference 2024 edition. It's a privilege now to get to visit with Josh Lynn, who is the head football coach for the West Texas A&M Buffs. Coach, second year with the program now as you're heading in. Tell us a little bit about last season, 3-7, the record. Talk about what went on there in Canyon.
Well, I mean, it was the first year for us. Incredible young men in the program. The deal with first-year programs, it never comes as fast as you want it to come. However, we were in games, which is encouraging. The biggest difference from, last year, this year, we're older. Our retention was outstanding. We held on to – we didn't lose an offensive or defensive lineman. Our quarterback play is going to be better. And, it's encouraging just because we were in games last year. And I really believe that we're a lot better this year.
Coach, talk about that just a little bit, because obviously with any kind of coaching change, good, bad, or otherwise, there's going to be a change in culture, a change in terminology, sure, whatever the case may be. And talk about the change even in the offensive outlook.
Yeah, the offensive – that's the thing, too, is anytime you take over an offense or defense schematically, there's going to be different terminology, different wording. And I think the best offenses are the ones that fit your personnel, and part coming into it, you gotta figure out what your personnel is and what they're good at, and then recruit to what you need. And we've done that. And offensive scheme wise, I mean, we're gonna be a 50-50 run pass team. We're gonna we're gonna take shots down the field. We're gonna let our quarterback go out there and throw the ball around and try to generate a lot of excitement and big plays.
A year under your belt in the Lone Star Conference. You come out of a tough conference in the MIAA prior, and now in another tough football conference, just a different perspective. Talk about your first year. Yeah,
it's a little bit different league as it pertains to maybe the offensive schematics and the defenses of the MIAA. It's, the state of Texas, they like to throw the ball around. I will say this, I think the offensive skill and the defensive skill in this league are as good as anybody around. The MIAA was a tough physical league with good fronts, and so both leagues are great. And carrying over from the MIAA to here, it doesn't drop off at all. I mean, they're both really good leagues, and you better go out there every week and play, or you're going to get beat.
All right, well, you get to go out on a Thursday night. I like that about Division II. Lots of these Thursday night games to open the season, and you get to welcome in the new member to the conference in Sul Ross State. You take the trip out to Alpine, Texas. It's funny, you think about that, and you have West Texas in the name. You may actually be going farther west in the state to get to take on Sul Ross. Talk about the opening to your schedule.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is. We're both considered West Texas, right? And it is one of our longer road trips, and so it shows you how big the state of Texas is. You look at what they did last year. They're a good football team. The transition year, anytime you're moving up, will be an adjustment for anybody, not just Sul Ross. But we're excited to go out there. And the one thing about playing those guys is you don't really know. You kind of know what they're doing, but you really don't know what they're doing. And another thing too is the recruitment piece. They've recruited to a Division III model. Now they're recruiting to a Division II model, and just like anybody else in the state of Texas, especially Division II, they'll come out and they'll march some athletes out there.
All right, we will follow the Buffaloes this season. Coach Josh Lynn, second year with the program in Canyon, Texas. Coach, success to you all this season. Thanks for taking time with us today.
Guys. Go Buffs.